Hi, Billy Adams here, and I'm here to talk about a subject that really needs no introduction. It's something that doesn't get talked about a lot or doesn't get talked about enough, and if it does, it's usually fairly incendiary. But food shaming is something that's happening under the surface in so many social interactions that exist and that happen on a day-to-day basis. And so I wanted to just step in here really quick and take a couple minutes to talk about what food shaming really is and where it comes from and what we feel like at what the best way is, at least to start to feel safety and start to feel like you're in a space of non-judgmental acceptance. And that's an important piece, and the reason why I'll get into. But to start with, food shaming usually starts, what we find it starts in the house with the parents. Starts with a mom or a dad, or somebody in the family. It could be an extended family, could be an aunt, it could be a grandparent who, and it really, food shaming oftentimes starts with where we find the common trigger, the biggest common trigger to people having, getting into the restrict binge eating cycle. The biggest trigger is the body image. Somebody saying that your body doesn't fit what the social standard, should fit what the social standard is. And so that oftentimes triggers people into the restrict and binge eating cycle. It also is the basis for a lot of family members at the dinner table, at Thanksgiving dinner, at Christmas, to kind of say like, look at you a little bit funny and say like, should you be eating that food? Is that food actually something that you should be putting into your mouth? And that judgment is just so rank. It's just so toxic, because what it is really communicating is shame. And again, we always come back to the definition of what shame is. And there's a big difference between shame and guilt. And the difference is that shame is the feeling of unworthiness of love, belonging, or connection. And predominantly this feeling of unworthiness of belonging is what really happens socially and within families. It's like, well, are you really included in the family activity? Or like, okay, do we choose you for the family flag football game or what soccer game or just going outside? Are you included or are you not included? Now that's that feeling of belonging, and that actually causes potentially causes a deep feeling of stress, of isolation, of loneliness that creates this stress reaction. And that can be physically damaging. It creates inflammation, and chronic stress and chronic inflammation are very closely linked to so many physical conditions. And so the first step is just let's let go of the shame. The thing that we always want to do in our first principle is creating a safe, non-judgmental environment. And the reason why that is because it's very difficult to explore your relationships with food and your body, or to learn how to listen to your body, or how to align your way of living and eating to your values, the things that actually are important to you in life. If you don't feel safe, it's really hard to do that if you don't feel safe, and if you don't feel like you're in a place where you can just be you. And so this is the most important step: finding who you are, finding that safety, finding the people that make you feel that way, and letting go of the people that don't. And that's a hard thing to do, but the best thing to do in those situations is, at first, if you're feeling stressed, if you're feeling shame, if it's having a physical damaging effect on you, it's just like somebody that's hitting you physically. It's not that much different from obviously there are legal differences between the two, but the difference emotionally is not much different. And so what we want to do is create an environment, create a habit, create a structure where when you feel that when somebody is judging you or making you feel like you don't belong, just that person has lost your trust. They're not worthy of your presence. Your body is the most intelligent, efficient system that humans have ever studied, and no scientist worth their salt is going to ever debate that. We have no rocket ship, no electric car, no computer that your phone that you're looking at is nearly as intelligent as your body, and you're walking around with it all day. And if somebody's shaming you or making you feel like it doesn't belong, likely that's disconnecting you from listening to your body. And that's what we want you to do. Learn how to listen to your body. Always in intuitive eating, which we absolutely are grateful and thankful for. The 10 principles are fantastic, and they do start with rejecting the diet mentality, and they do go down this lineage of thought, which is, effectively, you can eat anything that you would like to eat, And that's true. But as they know, and all the studies indicate, you need to learn how to listen to your body. What do you feel good after you eat something? Do you feel bad after you eat something? Do you feel, when we say good or bad, do you feel like foggy? Do you feel like, or do you feel like you have mental clarity? Do you feel like you have energy? Do you feel like you don't really sleep that well? Do you feel like you have digestive problems? All of those issues um, are ways that your body's, talking to you, and ways that you can actually connect with it. But food shaming is something that the first step is let go of people that make you feel bad or make you feel shamed around what you eat. So hopefully this helps. Take the first step, love your body, and we hope that we can be there to help you. Lots of love. Have a great day.